Hello, this reading, I apologize so much. This is for the collective. I was doing this reading for the Virgo solar eclipse new moon, okay? And my phone died. I shuffled on camera. I clarified these cards. Oh my gosh, I am so mad because this was so good. The information that was coming out when I was clarifying, and you know, I'm going to go over it again, but this is for the collective. This is a collective regarding this eclipse. Now, if you are a mutable sign, it can affect you. You could be a Pisces, a Virgo, a Gemini, or a Sagittarius. This can affect you. If not, look in your birth chart, okay, and see where Virgo would apply. But Virgo is one that is going to reset. There was an 18-year cycle. Now, what these eclipses have been happening, it's karmic. This is a tying up of karmic relationships, ending and new beginnings, contracts ending, soul contracts ending, and new beginnings, soul contracts, okay? Take it as it applies. I'm going to try to go through this and let y'all know what it was. This was such a good reading. I am so pissed off with myself. Let's get into this. I'm going to clarify. I'm not clarifying. I'm going to tell y'all what I'm seeing. Okay. The Five of Cups, the Queen of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune, Chariot. Matter of fact, I'm just going to let y'all know this right now. There is somebody right here that is in front of you, and they are drunk. They are drunk off these 3 cups. And you're looking at them, you got 2 cups. Why are they drunk? It's because somebody went into a relationship. Somebody wants to be in a relationship and somebody wants to be single. All right. Now, these energies, whatever was happening, you are not foreign to this because we've had so much stuff happen. So you may have been split up with this person. All right. Underlying energy in this deck is a 10 of Pentacles reversed. That means that if it's a commitment, a job, something of value no longer serves you. Doesn't matter how long of time I had with this person. Doesn't matter the commitment I had at this job. Whatever it is, I don't want to do it no more. Because you have went into reflection, introspection, you have changed, and because you've done all of these things, you are no longer the right person for the job, for the relationship, for anything. It's like if you stay in this relationship, job, whatever it is, you are just a mere shell. You will not be happy there because you have evolved and grown. All right, we have the Queen of Cups right here. Now, the Queen of Cups, she is clarified with the Queen of Cups reversed. The Lovers and the Three of Wands came out sideways. This Queen of Cups right here is in touch with her emotions. Now, with this reading, there is not a lot of cups here. The main cup card that we will want to see is an Ace of Cups, a 2 of Cups, or a 10. We do see that 10, but it is totally reversed. So this Queen of Cups, instead of offering this here, she possibly took all that 10 and invested it in herself. And because she invested in herself, regarding a love affair, she sees some BS from a mile away. And she is not giving into this relationship or partnership, whatever it is. Take it where, apply it to where it fits for you. All right. She is reversed, meaning that I'm not that loving person anymore. And it's all right to admit that. Like, you love yourself, but whatever it was that all the love and the 10 of Cups you invested in this person, in this partnership, or whatever it was, you rather put that in yourself. All right, there's the Wheel of Fortune right here. There is a change. There's a change, and this person, the Death is reversed, and the 4 of Wands. There's a change regarding a relationship, a partnership. Someone doesn't want this to end. They don't want to put the debt to this. All right. And it's probably this person right here that is drunk in front of you. All right. The Chariot is here. I see Cancer energy through here. I see Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I also see, I see all the the elements here. The Chariot is here with the Empress and the Tower. Somebody's moved forward. Somebody wants to move on. They have moved on. There is a Tower with the Empress. The Empress has thrown in that Tower and said, I've moved on. The Strength is reversed right here, clarified with the Magician and the, let's see, Magician and the Nine of Wands reversed. Somebody is not giving into this relationship anymore, or whatever situation that is applies to you. Somebody does not want to make anything work. They are not waiting around either for it. How they used to be waiting for this person to come back, or they used to be sticking it out and everything. Don't want to stick it out no more. I don't see any strength in this. I don't have any strength to stick around no more. I mean, it's over. I don't want to make nothing work. Now, here goes the Four of Pentacles reversed, clarified with the Strength reversed, the Wheel of Fortune reversed. Somebody has let go of a situation. They let it go. You know why? Because they no longer want to invest in it. They let it go because they don't see, there's no strength. There's no, I don't feel confident in this. And this is not going nowhere. I don't see this being I don't see this serving me anymore. I don't see any, I want to say victory. I don't see anything that this would serve me any good for me anymore. I don't see anything. Okay, here goes the Death with the Hangman reversed and the Emperor reversed. There is a death right here regarding whatever this is. This Emperor has no control over this. He is out of control of this. There is no, the Hangman is reversed, meaning that there was no healing work done. This person does not, they're not trying to gain no enlightenment of anything. Hey, you didn't do what you were supposed to do. You didn't get on your throne. You did not see, and you still ain't seen what this situation was. And it could have been timing. Like this person, they didn't even heal. They didn't even see. They waited too late, and even at that, they still ain't did the healing. So, you know, what are we doing here? Okay? Here goes the Nine of Wands. Somebody still wants to put effort in. They waiting. They came back. Eight of Cups reversed with the Queen of Pentacles. It could be an earth sign, or they came back to a Queen of Pentacles. They were waiting, and they're returning. Eight of Cups, where the hell have you been? How long have you been gone? Because see, since you've been gone, a lot of things have happened. A lot of things, a lot of growth, of a lot of thinking. I feel like maybe this person, they left, they thought that maybe timing was going to be on their side, like you would still be there. Or maybe they wanted to let time pass, big enough gap of time to pass to come back to you. But that was the worst thing they could ever do right there. Okay, the Page of Pentacles with the Ace of Wands reversed and the King of Wands. Whatever message is being delivered, no new beginning right here for a King of Wands. No new beginning. Can't have no new beginning. The King of Wands came out sideways. He is out in the cold and the judgment has been made. So this person wanted to come in because they feel that they probably are destitute, out in the cold. They feel alone. They want to make something work, but a judgment has been made. Almost to the sense that when you did what you did, you sealed that deal for us. You did not come back in a timely manner. You did not fix anything. You still ain't fixed yourself. 10 of Cups reversed. Look at 10, 10, 10. Over with. This could be a relationship right here. 10 of Cups reverse. Clarify with the 7 of Cups reverse and the Fool reverse. You see clearly now. You see clearly. I don't want your cups. I don't want anything. No new beginning right here. I don't want a new beginning. I do not want to turn this 10 upright because it is over. It is done with. You cannot gaslight me no more. Like this right here, this person could have had options. You could say, you know what? I don't need your options, man. I don't need you. You had options, and plus you gaslit me. You was making me think that I was crazy. Nah, I'm not crazy no more. And I don't want to do nothing with you. I don't want to restart this. I don't want no new beginning. 10 of Swords. Clarify this with the 10 of Pentacles and the Ace of Cups. Listen, somebody put an end to the 10 of Pentacles. Don't want your cup. Like, it came in like this, try to give them like this, and they turned around and they went, sorry, I don't want it. I clarified the 10 of Pentacles overall reading, overall energy for this reading, reversed. And what I got was a star and the Page of Cups, reversed. That means that I don't want to invest. I don't want to be in this relationship. I rather heal. And I don't want to, when it's regarding a new beginning or anything, you need to come at me a different way, and not a way where it's romantic. Like, no. If y'all are co-parenting, you need to come at me another way, not in the way of love. You need to be offering that cup to your kids, or you need to be offering whatever. I don't come at me that way. And underneath the deck right here, clarifying, is the Knight of Swords reverse. And I kept saying, sometimes you got to be cruel to be kind. But sometimes whenever this happens, this person can turn, if they are a narcissist, which I feel like they probably are, a manipulator, a gaslighter, they are not going to take this well. Because especially if you have always been there and took them back, they don't understand when somebody evolves and they change, especially with these planets and everything that's been going on. I mean, we've had these eclipses that were tied to karmic, heavy on Virgo, Pisces even, mutables, heavy. If you were dealing with this person, they did not evolve, they did not change. The only thing that changed was that they found out what they left you for was a facade. What they left you for wasn't real. But see, they left you for the last time. And they don't understand that. People need to start, they need to start healing. They need to start going within their inner self and realizing, see, because rejection, there could be inner wounds, childhood wounds, wounds from other relationships that they haven't recovered from. And that is affecting connections. I mean, this is an emperor right here. You know? The Empress is right over there. If this was a divine counterpart, they totally let somebody trick them out their spot. They tricked themselves. They got to admit it first. They tricked themselves out their spot. They should have been stronger. But also, too, if this was a person that you didn't understand, if they were a narcissist, you didn't understand why, y'all could possibly gain enlightenment about who this person is finally. And this person, like, oh, this person always left me. They always, put me on the chopping block. They always felt like I wasn't good enough, and then they come back and everything. Well, yeah, that's usually what they do whenever they go out for their new supply. They find a new supply. They think that that supply is better than you, and they'll lie to you and gaslight you, okay? And then they will go and jump to go to that new supply. Then they find out that the new supply possibly is a narcissist as well, or doing them like they did you, and that was a facade. Whatever they fed them, it was not the truth. Be careful for them copycats out there, because there's a lot of people that will go and try to mimic you, and they see that other person, that even though that other person needed to be very, they dumb as hell for letting somebody trick them out their spot. But you know how they say the devil will always, he can't penetrate inside unless you give him a foothold. The foothold could have possibly been that this person was a narcissist. He was a gaslighter. He would always leave you in a state of confusion, and you didn't know why he left you. And then you find out little things, and then they're very good at lying and convincing you that, oh no, it wasn't this, and they want to keep you bound just in case this doesn't work. Then they come back to you. But other than that, they have other people. It's a whole, you need to look up narcissists, because they run rampant out here. I mean, people you won't even think of that were a narcissist around you. I mean, it will blow your mind. Look up them signs of a narcissist, because you can save yourself a whole lot of heartache and manipulation and gaslight. I mean, because that takes a toll on your brain, and it takes a toll. You'll lose your whole self, and it's mental abuse, a mental and emotional abuse, when somebody outright lies to you, to your face, and makes you feel crazy. And the whole time your third eye could have been popping, and you've been seeing stuff, and they just totally make you feel like you're crazy. If that has happened to you, I am so sorry, and I feel for you, because you know what? I know how that feels. I know exactly how that feels. Maybe this is in early stages. You didn't invest a lot of time in this person. I mean, you invested time. Some of y'all could have invested 10 years. Some more. But just know this. You got yourself good, and you're making this change. The universe is all on board for you doing this. They are the ones that have pushed you to do this. I don't think even if the past, that person, they come back around, because I feel like they will come back around, because this is something that needs to be closed out. You need to tell them this, even if it hurts. You're going to have to tell them. Some of y'all will probably get a text message, email, social media. Some of them people, if you have kids, they could end up, calling or coming to you physically. But this person has to heal. And until they heal, You're going to go through that same cycle all over again. Just think about it. A pair of shoes on a dryer. Just tumbling and tumbling and tumbling and tumbling. It's sad. They're all right with that repetitive cycle. You're not. And especially if, y'all are older, don't nobody want to go through that. Don't nobody want to spend their 40s and 50s dealing with an old age narcissist. Because when they get older, their supply dwindles. See, because they can't keep up with the lies. And also their supply pool goes down because their looks, their money, everything gets harder. See, a younger narcissist, they have a lot of life in them. And beware too, they're energy vampires. So if you was always sleeping a lot, if you didn't have any energy, you were losing yourself, you end up looking in the mirror and you don't recognize who you are, you don't put on weight. They say when you're dealing with the narcissist, you will put on weight. You will get that, I forgot what it was called, cortisone. You will get that round moon face. You will put on weight a lot. You will sleep a lot. You will look in the mirror and not know who the hell you are. That glimmer, that light in you is gone. You're always sleeping. You know why? Because they're energy vampires. They pull that energy out of you. All right? They pull it out of you and they go and distribute it to make their self. They pull that energy out of you. They're looking real good because, narcissists, a lot of times, you probably served them in some purpose that gave them that light because they can't have their own light. They don't love themselves. They are always mimicking other people that they see that have good qualities. And if they left you, it's because they see that you are somebody that they despise because they can't be you. You may have a good job. You may have money coming in. Your luck may be good. Your luck, everything might be good for you, and they secretly envy you. I'm not lying. These people are like a snake sleeping in your bed, and they are sizing you up. So, this right here, they don't change. They have to get help. And they possibly have to get therapy for the rest of their life. Depending on everything that they've done and what stage they're in. And, and that's a lot of self-work. That's a lot of inner childhood work that they have to heal from. They had traumatic experiences. And the reason why they get you like this is trauma bonding. They get you to trauma bond with them. And once they got you trauma bonded, you're right there. And you feel like you need them. Like they're the other part of you. And the sad thing about it is, they could even be a soulmate or a twin flame. Like a fallen twin. Like, look at the Empress and the Emperor is right here too. And it's like, they could have been a fallen twin. They were supposed to be your counterpart. And your counterpart was slowly, now they see who you are. They see who you are now. But it's too late. They say some of y'all could be, y'all are like earth angels. They say star seeds are chosen. And if you're chosen, that means that you was cloaked. That means that nobody knew who you were on this earth because God cloaks his chosen. These chosen people, and I feel like this other person could have been chosen as well, but they fell. They fell. And until they get their self right, I believe that they will get their self right, but that's going to be later on. And that you don't need to wait for that person. I don't feel like you will wait for that person. You won't go on. And sometimes, you know, if y'all have children or whatever, y'all can later on, when they get their self together, y'all could be friends. Y'all could be good friends. But if they never get their self together, oh man, that's going to be something. Especially if you have kids with them. If you're married to them too. But this is the collective reading, y'all. I did this for this eclipse. This is what I'm seeing. I will possibly do another reading for the next eclipses. I'll do eclipse readings, but this is for collective, and I'll only do them for collective. I will see y'all later, collective. Let me know what you think. If any of this, remember, applies. If it don't apply, let it fly. If it does apply to you, if this is, you know, you that I'm talking about, comment, let me know if this is you, if this is what you're going through. Okay? I would love to hear that. I will see you later. Bye-bye.